Hi, everybody. It's Chaya Parkoff, licensed clinical social worker, and this is ParshaRx, mental health prescriptions from the weekly Torah portion. This week's Parsha is Parsha Vayetze. And there is so much in this Parsha that I honestly couldn't decide what to focus on. In fact, I have a whole other video that's on my YouTube channel, but I really wanted to focus on this in the end, and so I'm putting out this video. You can check out the YouTube channel if you want to see the other one on Vayetze. So Parshat Vayetze introduces us to our foremother, Leah. And she is a woman navigating pain and persistence and perseverance. And we're going to see gratitude. Leah is feeling unloved and overshadowed by Rachel, her sister, because Yaakov's first love is really Rachel. But Rachel and Leah are sisters, and their father switches them at the wedding, and Yaakov first ends up marrying Leah. This is part of what needs to happen in Jewish history, which is for a whole other time to talk about. Nevertheless, Leah knows that Yaakov's first love really truly is Rachel, and despite her struggles, Leah becomes the first person in history, the Talmud tells us in Brachos 7b, to explicitly thank God. So we see Leah's journey through the naming of her four sons, the four sons that we hear about in this week's Parsha. So the first son, she names him Reuven, which means because God has seen my affliction. This reflects Leah's pain, her longing for Yaakov's love. She wants it and she's hoping for it, and she's this time. Shimon is her second son, which means since God has heard that I'm hated. This is acknowledging her struggle, her continued struggle. She's just hoping and hoping. And Levi is her third son. Now my husband will be attached to me. He'll be attached to my heart. Expressing again her hope for connection with Yaakov. And then she has Yehuda. She has her fourth son, names him Yehuda, which means this time I will thank Hashem. In fact, it means thank you, but the pasuk says hapa'am, this time I will thank Hashem. This name marks a shift in perspective, a mindset change, introducing the essence of gratitude. So Rashi explains that when Leah says, hapa'am, this time I'm going to thank Hashem, that Leah understood through divine inspiration that Yaakov was going to have 12 sons, 12 tribes, but he had 4 wives. So 12 sons, 4 wives, 3 sons per wife, max, right? So when Leah received her 4th son, it meant she had more than her fair share, even though this is for a whole other time, but fair is nowhere to be found in the Torah. There's no concept of fair. In fact, in Hebrew, when we say the word fair, we say fair because there's no Hebrew word for fair. Everyone gets exactly what they need, not exactly the same thing. Leah expresses in naming her 4th son Yehuda gratitude for this unexpected blessing. But even on a deeper level, Rav Soloveitchik, the Rav, brings an incredible insight that I learned from my teacher, Michal Horowitz, several years ago. Leah is expressing thanks for what we have attained while accepting that it's impossible to acquire everything we desire. Let me say that again. Gratitude is expressing thanks for what we have attained while accepting that it's impossible to acquire everything we desire. Leah wanted Yaakov's love. That's clear from her earlier names of her sons, the first 3. But by the time Yehuda was born, Leah shifted her focus. She didn't stop, yearning and wanting her husband to love her, but she was able to transform what she lacked into celebrating what she already had. Her gratitude was not contingent on a perfect life. on getting exactly what she wanted. It came from acknowledging her blessings amidst her challenges. What can we take away from this? One, focus on what we have. Shift attention from what's missing to what's present. Gratitude doesn't erase the challenges, but you know what? It strengthens us to endure them. And secondly, let's embrace Leah's perspective, recognizing our blessings even when life doesn't match our vision. Finding strength and acknowledging Hashem's gifts. I was talking to a friend last night who's really, really struggling with something. And it happens to be like a habit, an addiction. And she feels very all or nothing with it, right? Either I'm totally, this is gone and I have no, I'm not engaging in it at all, or it's perfect, right? It's either I'm not engaging in it at all, or that's it. I'm binging my brains out. So anytime it doesn't go exactly as the perfect, she ends up feeling like she's a failure. And so we talked about, what about being thankful for any bit of lifting of it as possible, even a little shift? Could she be thankful for a little bit of relief instead of focusing on, if I don't have total relief, then forget it? And it really shifted her perspective, that gratitude can be in the middle. It's not all or nothing. So Leah's gratitude transformed her pain into strength. Her legacy inspires us to incorporate gratitude into our lives, even when things don't go as hoped. When we follow Leah's example, we don't just survive our challenges, we grow and honor the life Hashem has given us, which allows us to thrive. Thank you, Hashem. Have a wonderful Shabbat.